Thanks to the supporters of channel member Richard Myers. Well, I don't think any of us are very happy with that transfer window. For you to blame me for it feels a little bit harsh. I could have done with a little bit more financial backing. Yeah, I agree. We absolutely must. If we get promoted this year, you promise you're going to give me some money next year, though, yeah? Hello and welcome to part 47 of Holiday Home. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have our first 2 games of the new season after what can only be described as a spectacular transfer window. I urge you to go back and watch the video. Did we really just... full disclosure, I'm recording these 2 episodes a week apart, and I'm a little bit annoyed when I look at that and see that apparently we only signed 1 player, and he's not even very good. Did things really get that desperate? Good. Oh, goodness me. And we've got to try and win the league this year. It's going to be fine. We're not even expected to finish in the playoffs. Excuse the voice as well, boys and girls. I may have done a lot of talking over the last few days. What's that behind me? Never you mind what that is. There'll be a video on that coming soon. Let's play this match, shall we? So, first up, we're against Almeria B, who are predicted to get relegated. Oh, actually, no, they're a team that can't get promoted. So we have no context of how good they are. Neither Almeria or Espanyol can get promoted because their A teams are in the division above. So I guess just go and beat them anyway, eh? The one good thing is because we've not really been able to, with silver lining this, because we've not really been able to do any transfers, dynamics is probably pretty good. Yeah, everyone, team cohesion, absolutely spot on because everyone was here last year. So, Rodrigo in goal. You'll remember him. He was our backup goalkeeper last year, and now he has to be first choice because we couldn't sign anybody better. That new guy who's not great at right back is playing left back, Eloy Busquets, with Joffrey and Ivan as the centre-back partnership that we've had in place for about 5 years. Never let us down. They're good boys. And then one of the loanees that we got in from South America, Thomas Pease, is going to be playing at right back. In midfield, it's Galdino and Rabiu. Then Martinez Perez on the left. Another one of the new loanees, Fabrizio Rodriguez, is going to play as the attacker midfielder. Sandoval on the right-hand side and Luis up front. Past Kev, why is Gorka not playing? Because he's not fully fit, and there's a few of these guys who aren't fully fit coming off the back of pre-season. The fact that Alex Boxall on the bench is ridiculous, by the way. He broke his leg in March, and although he's not going to be fit for the next 3 to 6 weeks, he's turned up to sit on the bench. That can't be doing his recovery any good at all. Right, let's get the team submitted, get in there, and hopefully start the season with a bang. Apparently, judging by the YouTube comments from yesterday's video, it seems that Past Kev from a week ago made a rather wild claim as part of that video that if we don't get promoted this season, that might be it. We might give up. I'm not sure if I'm completely committing to that, but there is a conversation that needs to be had about what we think victory conditions can be for this save, because I mean, if the leaks that came out on Monday are anything to go by, there's every chance that around about the time this video is released, the FM24 release date is going to be dropping somewhere. And we've got a good idea what it is, again, if the leaks are correct. So if that is the case, we've probably only got about a month or so, roughly, until the FM24 beta comes out, which at 5 videos a week is only 20 more episodes, which when you also want to fit in time for the lollujo Cup, that takes a week. So we've actually only got about 15 episodes left. So we've effectively got about 2 seasons left in the save. So regardless of whether or not we get promoted this season, I guess we do 1 more year, and there's a good chance, unless we play very, very quickly, that 1 more year will become the final year. So what do we want to achieve before the end of the save? I mean, obviously the dream, if we can somehow pull this off, would be back-to-back promotions from here and at least end the save as a La Liga club. That seems like it's going to be quite challenging, though. Although we've done a football there, So maybe not. Maybe we'll just fly straight through. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know as well, because I'm in two minds about what the best thing to do is. Would you rather we knocked the lollujo Cup on the head this year and just went and did 3 more seasons of this? I know there's going to be some of you suggesting that we take advantage of the new feature, of the one and only new feature of FM24 that we know about, where we can roll this save over and carry on playing it in FM24. The going full transparency, honesty mode on that. You just have to look at the daily view numbers on this save to understand, and then compare them to the normal beta, the normal start of an FM cycle. And I think you'll understand why that, from a business perspective, isn't really an option at all. Carrying on a save that, as much as I've enjoyed doing it, hasn't exactly been getting great views. I think we kind of have to admit defeat on it and accept that wherever we get to by the time the FM23 cycle ends is where we get to. I think I will release the save for you at the end, so those of you who are desperate to finish the story can finish it off either in FM23 or FM24, assuming it rolls over as well as we're expecting it to. But yeah, that's kind of the situation. I know we're not really focusing on what's going on in the match on this one. We are 2-0 up. Things seem to be going pretty well, but I figured we were probably due this conversation because I didn't want it to just come as a surprise when we get to whatever episode it would be, episode 55, episode 60, when we get promoted to La Liga. I'm like, well, there you go, boys and girls. That's your lot. I think we just have to have a little glance at the calendar and accept that that's probably where we find ourselves. And the only decision we really need to make is, do we do one more season of this, or do we do the lollujo Cup when the time comes? And that'll be a decision that we make when we get to it. But obviously your thoughts down in the comment section for that would be very helpful when it comes to making that decision. But yeah, it would have been nice for us to get a couple more promotions a little easier. Obviously, if we'd have got promoted last year, this probably isn't a conversation we'd need to be having yet, because we'd be starting this season one promotion away from the big time, knowing we've potentially got 2 or 3 more seasons in us, and it becomes a little bit easier. But the fact that we've got a little bit stuck in this league, this is our 3rd year in this league, has meant that we've not been able to rush up the leagues quite the way I hoped we'd be able to in this save. But we're looking good here on the first game of the season, so Don't disengage from it yet, boys and girls. We're still going to be streaming on Twitch. We're still going to be doing these daily videos, and hopefully we're going to have at least one more glory season here, because we seem to have started things off pretty well. Like I say, we don't know how good Almeria actually are, because they're not able to feature on the media prediction because they can't get promoted. But to win 3-0 on the first day of the season seems like a pretty good result. Regardless, we are the B bashers after all, and we're very much bashing a B team here. And all of our chairs behind the goal are intact. Isn't that lovely to see? Look at the match stats as well, by the way. We have absolutely ruined them there. If they're not relegation favourites, I mean, let's have a look to see where they finished last year. I want to get an idea of what we've just absolutely ruined there, because we looked very, very good. So last year, Almeria finished 13th. Okay. Then I suppose we were supposed to beat them as comfortably as we did, but that was a pretty good result. We're now facing Shush Siri. We're now facing Alaves, who are the worst team in the league. Let's do it. Let's do another big football, shall we? Right, boys and girls, we are mixing things up a little bit for the Alaves game because A, they're rubbish, and B, we've got all these loanees and we need to look at them all as quickly as possible. So Zafra comes back in at left back and Busquets moves over to right back so we can see him in his proper position, which means we can bring our new Welsh defender, Janeza, in to play centre back. No reason to think that's not how it's pronounced. He comes in to partner Ivan at the back with Joffrey dropping out. Koulibaly comes in to partner Galdino, and Rabiu pushes forward onto the left-hand side. And Gorka Pascual, who scored all of the goals in the world last season, comes back in for his first start of the season at centre forward. And I feel like he played as a pressing forward for us last year, didn't he? Why is he not automatically a pressing forward? Apparently he's better as an advanced forward. Have we changed the tactic? Is this the tactic we were using last year? I shouldn't leave it a week between making videos. What were we doing? We were doing a 4-2-3-1 last year. What role was he playing? He scored 2 goals there. Does it tell me on here what role he was playing? It doesn't. I don't remember changing the tactic. But I'm like 60% sure he used to play as a... We'll see how he gets on today. I'm assuming Past Kev has a method to his madness if he has made the change. It's not like he would have just randomly pushed buttons and not realised what he's done. There's obviously some thought that's gone into it. Right, let's see how he plays as an advance forward. This is where the comment section is screaming at me. Kev, he's played as an advance forward ever since you first signed him. He got 40 goals last year playing as an advance forward. I'm still not sure, but let's see how he gets on. Right, this is first look at our new Welsh left back, Clanet. How do you do the double L in Spanish then? What is it in... Oh, Gorka, come on now. Come on, Gorka. Goodness me. Right, still 0-0. And we are top of the league. Where are Alaves? They lost on the first day, so playing as poorly as we expected them to play. So we should theoretically batter them, one would think, although they are, on the attack there, Galdino looking pretty useful playing in central midfield. Of course, he played a lot last season as centre-back for us, so him moving forward into this central midfield position might actually be the tweak we need, because we were in 2 minds last year between the 4-3-3 because we wanted the protection in front of the back 4, and playing the 4-2-3-1 because it gave us a little bit more attacking oomph. But Galdino playing there might be the balance between the 2 systems that we've been dreaming of. Sandoval doing very good work. Ball comes back off the crossbar and it comes out to Galdino, who I'm a little confused why he took the corner in the first place as a big centre-back. We're going to have to check some of our set-piece instructions. But it remains 0-0. Just like in the first game, we're absolutely dominating them for possession, for XG, for chances created. But we haven't yet been able to make the breakthrough, which does make me wonder what role Gorka Pascual was playing in last year, because he doesn't seem to be enjoying playing as an advanced forward very much at all, does he? So I am going to be looking back through the video archives and trying to work it out from there, because this is one of the features I've wanted in Football Manager for years. I want to be able to ask a player what he feels like his best position is, or ask him to remind me the position he was playing in last year. When you join a new club, it seems mad that you can't go in and ask the players or ask the other staff, so what formation did you play last week then? I see you on 3-0 under the caretaker manager who's still here. What did you what did you do? You just you come in with a blank sheet of paper and have to figure it all out for yourself, and that seems bonkers. But yeah, Gorka's not had a very nice time there, so Ivan Luis is going to come off him. Rabiot also not enjoying being back out on the wing after all these years, and we're going to bring Peas back on at right back because he didn't do anything at all wrong in that first game, so he can come back in and have the opportunity to try and make the right back spot his own. Still 0-0. That's not ideal. This already is feeling like we're dropping some points here, and it's very early in the season for us to be dropping points if we are going to go and get promoted. If we get stuck in this league again this year, it's going to be the limpest whimpering out of a YouTube save I've ever done in my 8 years of making content. If we go into the new game and it's like, yeah, so I got him to the 3rd tier and we kind of got stuck there. Game over. New game here, please. We can't end like that. We've got to get promoted. Big cross from Sandoval and a big header from Ivan Luis for his first goal of the season. They can hear me. They don't want me to look like a silly goose in front of all of the YouTube people. Lovely old stuff to put us 1-0 up and hopefully back up to the top of the league. And good work from Rodriguez as well to play it out wide to Sandoval, who just whacks it in. First time, Ivan Luis peeling off to that far post, left the defenders hovering around like between the posts. They didn't track his well, and they just let him go out there and do a header, he did, and it's 1-0. Ivan Such has now got tired little legs, so we can bring on Joffrey for him, and we're also going to take off Rodriguez, and Fred Stiebling is going to come on and play in that attacking midfield role. Remember, it was a couple of seasons ago now that Ivan Luis and Fred Stiebling look like they might be becoming the greatest strike partnership in the history of the world. So good to see them having the opportunity to play together again so early in the season. I'm not sure this is the way round I would play them normally. I'd potentially play Fred ahead of Luis, but I didn't swap them when I made. Why is Siri telling me to close my eyes? And stop listening to me while I'm making YouTube videos. My word, we're top of the league. That's the important thing. And hopefully we'll still be top of the league when we come back for tomorrow's episode, which we should have got through a whole bunch of matches because we've been in this league forever now, and we just want to get it done. We want to get out of it. We want to get promoted this week. Let's get some matches played. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.